Good. So what we have on the screen is basically our terminal. Mind you, we've not yet done like a proper introduction to the usage of command line interface, that's CLI. What we are doing now is just how we can use Nmap. After which we are going to talk about, but not in today's class, we'll talk about proper usage of command line interface. Since we are talking about network, it's very, very important we know what Nmap is. Now, Nmap, someone is asking if the tools are installed on Kali. I already said yes, this particular one is pre-installed in Kali. Now, Nmap, we say Nmap all the time. It's actually a short form for network mapper. Network mapper. Yeah. Now, it's pre-installed in Kali, like we all know, it's pre-installed in Kali. You don't need to do any other additional installation. Now, it actually allows network admin to find which device is running on a particular network, just like I explained yesterday. So you are posed with a particular job or you want to do something. First thing is you need to know the device, you need to know the activities running on the system. Yeah. So why do we use Nmap? A whole lot of reasons we use Nmap. Okay, let's talk about the first one. That's like the most important one. After that, we may not really like talk about other uses again. With time, you're going to like know it. Now, quickly, just as the name suggests, Nmap, network mapper. Quickly, it's going to help you to map out network with different kinds of commands or configuration. Yeah. So we have other usage. You can use to identify the services, you can use to identify the servers, you can use to identify the version that the thing is running. All those things will help you to know or help you to know to have full knowledge of what's running on the PC at the time being. So now let's come up with a very simple one. Let's come up with a very simple one. Let's Nmap. If you want to use it, any CLI tool, you use Nmap for it. That's any CLI tool, use the name of that tool for it. Use the name of the tool. So for this one, this is Nmap now. Even if somebody may be asking, how did I open it? Just open your command line tool. I didn't talk about how I opened it. Let me close all this. Close all. Now I want to load my Nmap. I can come to this my command line. It's going to load. So with the moment it loads, if I just press Nmap, automatically I can press the URL that is in front of it. Automatically I can press the URL that is in front of it. Now I know it's very tiny. I'll make it bigger. Good. We have this in front of us. So now let's start with the first one. Let's use Nmap. Okay. Like I said yesterday, we can use the URL, and at the same time we can use the IP address. So let's say you want to do Facebook now. You can just do Nmap facebook.com, Nmap instagram.com, Nmap www.cbn.com. It's going to work. Alternatively, you can use Nmap 192.168. whatever. It can work with the URL. It can also work with the IP address. So now that we have Nmap scan.nmap.org, we can press enter. It's going to just run like a basic scan for us. To run a basic scan for us. So while it does that, the capability of Nmap can be enhanced through the usage of flag or parameter. The capability of Nmap can be enhanced through the usage of flag or parameter. Let's open another screen so we can see what we are doing. Once this one loads, I'm going to make it bigger. So we are working on this one now. Good, we are here. We just said the capability of Nmap is actually enhanced through usage of parameter or flags. Now, what are the flags that we know? Please, what are the before we move to that? Please follow me. Let's look at this. Look at the result that we have here. It has scanned this URL. Look, what did it bring out for us? These are the ports that are open. So it's 122, 80, 587, 9929. Then this is the states. They're all open. This is the sorry, Christiana, please confirm if you can hear me well. I want to be sure it's like maybe from my end or from his end.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So now these are the services running. This is just the basic one, and we know that we have how many ports? We said it yesterday. We have over 65,535 ports, right? So it has scanned for this, and these are the ports that it saw. Now, let us enhance the capability of our Nmap. Let's enhance the capability of our Nmap. Now, let's start with, let's say there's something called skill scan. Like you want to like let it run the stuff secretly. Ordinarily, we know that when we are let me say communicating with the server. I said it yesterday. We have this kind of sync app communication, like this three-way handshake. It goes, it comes, like we send a sync packet, then it replies back with a sync app. I explained that thing yesterday. Now, if we want a situation whereby our Nmap is not going to do that, it's not going to do all those processes, we can just use this flag Nmap hyphen ss hyphen ss. So press enter. You requested the scan type which requires root privileges quitting. Sorry, let's change to root privileges. Yes, you may not understand this one. It's fine. I understand. Will explain it later. So we have this. Sorry, it's still going to load. Now we have our roots. We are not logging as our roots. So we try it again. It's going to work this time around. So Nmap is scan me dot nmap.org. Enter. Now it's going to do it without that. So while that one is done, or that one is doing its own, let's try another stuff, another type of scan. This one is called version scanning. Version scanning. So we want to find application version. We'll come here. Let's copy this. Control Shift C. V. So now how do we solve this mic issue? I think it's the only way is using the phone. You can use phone and laptop simultaneously. Anyways, please while you listen to me. Okay, give me 1 minute. Let me try something. Give me 1 minute. Let me try something. Sorry about the whole delay and everything. Towards next class, I would get a decent earpiece, which should help. So while that one is done, I'm going to try to connect with something. Then I would confirm if it's okay. Okay, please, Christian.
Are you speaking?
Okay. Hello, Christiana.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I mean, yeah, I mean, is my voice audible enough?
Yes, it is. It's okay from here. From my end, it's okay.
Okay, please, if at any point, yeah, if you notice any kind of fluctuation, maybe it's low, please draw my attention to it. Let me know if I need to get um an earpiece towards next class. I don't want people like complaining that they can't hear.
Definitely, I'll do just that.
Thank you. Okay, going back to what we have. We want to check for this one is still doing. Wow, 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 wow. Going back to this, we want to do for service version. So we come with V, then we press enter. So this is going to tell us like the service version. The moment we click on enter, the moment it brings the result, you see like good amount of information given to us here for what the service version. So while please just follow up. Yeah, follow up while I am doing this. I'm going to split the screen. I'm splitting the screen multiple so that I can be running multiple operations at the same time, so that we'll not just be waiting for one Nmap result to do, right? So let me explain again for the sake of those that don't get what I was saying when the stuff was fluctuating or going up and down. Now, basically what I said is that Nmap is used for what? Network mapping. When you are posed with a challenge, like you want to do, like you want to perform, you want to map out the network to know like the different kind of services that are running, you run Nmap. That's use Nmap with what? The URL. Nmap with the URL. You could also use Nmap with the what? IP address. Anyone you are provided with is fine. The moment you do that, you're going to see the port number. You see you see the service. This is just basic. You see in this thing, I didn't really put much information. I didn't really put much parameters or flag. Good, thank you. Now this guy has already given us a lot of information. I'm going to close this one down now. You see, forget about everything that is running. Okay, let's do it like this. Now look at what I have here. Can you see now? What I told Nmap service version scan me dot nmap.org. 1 minute. Good. Look at the information it brought to us. Port 21, states open, service TCP wrapped, version. It didn't bring anything for this. Let's look at this. This will be oh, thank God for that. Yeah. We have 22, open, SSH, open SSH, 6.6.1P1 Ubuntu. Look at another service is running. AT, open, HTTP, Apache HTTPD 2.4.7 Ubuntu, using Ubuntu OS. Now, from this information that we've gotten here, we can tell that this is actually a website. It's running a website service, right? As it's running a website service, we can also tell that this is what the service. This is the version that is actually using Apache HTTPD 2.4.7. So in case we are looking for vulnerability, we can go and trace this and see what are the vulnerabilities associated with this. How do we see that? Go to different websites, probably ExploitDB, use your Metasploit or whatever it is you are using, whatever repository of vulnerabilities that you are using is all right. There's no issues at all. I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense. Now, in a situation whereby we want to scan for, let's say aggressive scanning. We want to do aggressive scanning. Let's come here. Aggressive scanning is, you're going to do -A for aggressive scanning. Now, what this aggressive scanning does is that it's going to give you OS detection. That's OS is the operating system. The version detection, script scanning, then even it will give you the trace routes. Trace routes like what we did yesterday. Now, instead of you to call this aggressive, just call it all. For me, that's what I like. That's the way I like using it. Nmap all. So you just provide results for everything. So let's press enter. It will bring as many information as possible. So while it does that, I'm going to close this one. I'll close this subterminal. Sorry, I know it's, oh my goodness. Okay, that's that. While we wait for it to do, I don't just want us to be waiting because it might actually be taking time. While this thing is doing this, I should have. Please let me make this thing faster. Let me collapse. Let me cut the process. Let's go for that aggressive scanning again. But this time around, I want to increase the speed. -T. Let's use T4. Now, all these things, don't need to cram them. I actually know them often. I don't even know everything. What I know is I'm not even sure it's up to 50%. I'm talking of the flags or the parameters. So you don't need to cram them. Don't feel overwhelmed and be like, where is it getting all these things from? How come? Like, how are we going to know what to do? If for any CLI tool you are using, if you don't know what to do, you can press the CLI tool. For this one we are using Nmap, CLI tool, and press help. It will tell you everything that you need to know. You can see what I did. I pressed Nmap and I pressed help. You can see it's telling me the different parameters I can use, or options, different options I can use, and different results it's going to give me, right? You can see, so I can come here and copy it. Scan technique, SS, SU. SU is for UDP scan. SS, still scan. SN, I think yeah, TCP and likes of them. SI and the likes of them, you can see it. For the ports, if you want to specify that, okay, just scan from port 1 to port 800, you can specify here. If you want, everything is just here. No need for us to like talk too much. Everything is here. So you can read it here and you see everything that you need to see here. Good. So now, like what we did before, let's go back there. So let's go to scan this. So we are going to use T4. -T4 is for speed. Let's use for verbosity -V. -V is for verbosity. Look at it. -V for what? Increase verbosity. Like anything that is doing is going to tell us that hello, this is what I am doing. No. Let me show you that T4. I'm using T4 because T4 is like actually faster. You see, -T, look at this place here. -T. 0 to 5 is to set timing. Higher is faster. That's the higher is faster. That's T5 is very, very fast. So I'm using T4, means it's faster than T3. T3 is the average. Most people use T3. So you press enter. You can see the speed it actually used. Meanwhile, it's going to give us a comprehensive report. You see, it's already discovering some ports that are open, on where the IP of this scammy.nmap.org is 45.33.32.156. So that's how you can actually use it. But let's wait for it to give us the full information. It's about finishing. It should just take just small time there. We are good. Actually, it has almost finished. It has almost finished because it has already discovered the open port already. So it's going to give us like very, very much information about. It's going to give us very, very much information about it. Please, let's wait for it. Let's just be patient for it to like bring out the whole information completely. Good. Now it is done. Let me make the screen as big as possible. So good. We ran Nmap scan for this website. Scanme.nmap.org is actually Nmap's official site for scanning. So it's not always advisable you use just any site. Although the assignment I'm going to give you will actually involve you to use any site. Yes, it's actually illegal, but the reason why it's not illegal in this case is because we are not going to exploit the vulnerabilities. That's if at all we can even see any. We're not going to exploit it. I want it just for educational purpose, just to like peruse it and see the services they are running. It could be any IP. Just use the most relatable one. It could be your school's one, that if you're in a university. If you are working, it could be your workplace this thing. Yeah. So I'm sure everybody here, we are actually in between that place, either in school or we are working. If we are done with school, anyways, I'll talk more about that when I'm giving us the assignment. So this is basically the information we have. It's looking bulky because if I use this -v. -v means what? It's telling us what it's doing before it does it. Starting Nmap, yes, we know that one. Loaded 145 script for scanning, yes, we know that one. Initiating this, we know that one. Scanning this thing, support, completed ping scan. So it's telling us everything that it has done. Now, where is the information? Look at the information here, starting from here. Port, state, service, version. Port, state, service, version. So from here, you can get all the information you need to get on that particular website. You can also draw Yeah, sorry about that break. My network broke up. So that's basically that about the usage of Nmap. For further knowledge about it, you can watch more videos and this thing. The assignment I'm going to give that is going to be submitted, that should be ready before Friday. It will be something that is like very, very comprehensive, very, very extremely comprehensive. So